I always want to make sure that when I speak to you about sort of bringing it back to the substance of the president's record here. And one of the things I find really maddening, as I expressed with Jeff just a second ago, is this idea of him attempting to position himself as some sort of noble dissident on behalf of ending endless wars, who's now being, stabbed in the back by ungrateful generals. I mean, the president vetoed something passed by both houses of Congress with Republican support to stop arms sales to Saudi Arabia to continue this ghastly war in Yemen. He vetoed it so we can keep selling them arms. He sat with Mohammed bin Salman and pointed to, like he was pointing to a dessert menu, the various pieces of military equipment that we sold the Saudis. Troop levels have stayed basically the same. We have increased our bombing in civilian areas. There is no record here of actual resistance to ending endless war, as he talks about it.
I think what you're seeing is the depth of desperation that some people around him, and maybe even he himself, are reaching. This, I think, was quite a blow to his base. As you pointed out in your opening remarks, the Military Times series of newspapers has shown polling that says he's falling off remarkably in the military in terms of favorability, and his disfavorability is rising just as markedly. I think he's desperate, and I think he's looking for things. He picks pieces up here and pieces here. He says, oh, the military-industrial complex. I can rail against that, and I'll get some of them back. Right. I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll be against war, and I'll get the rank and file back. Well, as you pointed out also in your opening remarks, none of this washes. The military's not stupid. When the military's in Syria, in Niger, in Mali, in Somalia, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, the military knows, hey, we're here, Mr. President. I said on Memorial Day, I said, General Powell, you should have said, I said it to the TV screen, I didn't say it to him, you should have said, if you really want to memorialize American soldiers, bring them home from these stupid wars.
Yeah.
Well, now he's picking up on that as a last desperate act to try and regain some ground with the military. Sorry, Mr. President, you've lost that ground.
Yeah, it's a great point. If there is anyone in this country 20 years into the war in Afghanistan and the quote global war on terror, who knows exactly where U.S. members are deployed and how much we have not, quote, brought them home, it is the actual members of the U.S. Military. Colonel Lawrence Wilkerson, it's always a great pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for your time tonight.